Ladies and gentlemen, Shock and Awe presents 3 5-minute rounds in the professional flyweight division. And in the red corner with a regular 2 wins and 3 defeats, weighing in at 124.2 pounds, representing Mavericks MMA in Reading, Aaron Laleye. And his opponent fights in the blue corner with a record of 1 defeat, weighing in at 126 pounds, representing Gym 1 Portsmouth, Ollie Southern.
Well, it's time to move on to the professional portion of our card here at the Shock and Awe 10th anniversary extravaganza. And what a way to kick things off in the pro ranks. Flyweight action, Aaron Laleye taking on Ollie Southern. Laleye in the black and blue, Southern in the black with coloured trim.
Southern will be looking for a better performance out this time. So I haven't seen him for around a year or so. At Shock and Awe, he took that brutal knockout loss. But, you know, everything that I've seen and heard from him so far in the build-up to this fight, pointing all in the right direction. He's back reinvigorated and, you know, raring to go.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you come off a loss or a couple of hard fights, it's not necessarily a bad thing to take some time off. He's been regrouping. He's been training all the time. But yeah, it's could work out well for him.
Neither of these guys strangers to shock and awe. Both competed many times. Southern, of course, with a very extensive amateur background here on shock and awe. Laleye we've seen here as well. Also competed on Cage Warriors as a professional. Both these guys have had a few wins and a few losses of late, so they're going to be trying to get some momentum here. And for each man, it's a big scalp should he win.
Oh, absolutely. The win here sets you up for a real, great path, and yeah, it's just going to be who can take it. A lot on the line here, and yeah, a really interesting matchup between the pair of them.
One thing I've noticed already that's slightly different from Ollie is his movement. His footwork is a little bit different. It's very bouncy, very much on his feet, moving in and out really nice and sharply, not taking any damage. Yeah, he's been training all the time. It's not like he's just been away for a year. He's been training all the way through.
Well, that's the pertinent thing. You look at a guy's been out of the cage for a year and you say, oh, is he going to be rusty? Is he going to be this? Is he going to be that? But it depends what you've done with that year. And if, like you say, Ollie's been in the gym, he's been refining things, he's been developing things, then maybe that year off's what he needed. Maybe that's a great thing. Certainly looking good against Aaron Laleye. Early offing here, trying to take the back.
Good control at the moment for Southern. He's got that figure four on the arm, stopping Laleye from turning.
Watch the hook! Watch the hook!
Second hook in.
Bouts now being contested under unified rules, so expect the 5-minute rounds, expect the use of elbows, and of course, plenty more options in terms of attacking the ankles. A fantastic night of action thus far here at Shock and Awe at the Guildhall in Portsmouth, and we've got plenty of great bouts still to come live on Fight.tv.
Yeah, Ollie in full control at the moment. Not rushing anything. When he feels like he's maybe losing it, he throws in a few strikes. He's really aiming to get under the neck if he can. And you see the pummeling of the arms that he's doing there. He's really hunting for that choke, and it looks like it's under the chin. It looks like it's under the chin.
Looking for the big squeeze here.
Can he find it?
Gone for the short choke. He's under the chin, Laleye fighting the arms. Oh, how tough is this kid?
But he goes back to it. Ollie's been relentless. He's not, just because he didn't get that one doesn't mean he's going to quit. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep repummeling with his arms. Laleye needs a 2-on-1 if he can and try and turn out of this.
And Southern there just talking to his corner, taking on those instructions as he looks to finish this fight in the first round.
Still trying to fish out that choke is Ollie Southern. And regardless of wins and losses, he's been in there with a who's who of the amateur circuit. You look at his record, 2 fights with Ashley Kilbington, Jack Elgin's on the record as well, Muhyiddin Akbar. He's been in there with some very, very tough guys, and you can't put a price on that experience.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. You can't buy that experience, and it prepares you for lots of bad situations. At the moment, regardless of whether he gets a submission or not, Ollie is running the clock down, and he is in a dominant position.
Body triangle from the bottom here. It's going to make it very difficult for Aaron Laleye to get anything going.
It's been a difficult round for Laleye so far. He's just not been able to find anything work with much so far. It's going to be interesting to see what his corner says during the interval. They're going to need to get him back in this fight if he wants to see a victory.
First round in the books, and it was a good one. Ollie Southern not looking at all like a man coming off a year on the sidelines.
No, I mean, let's go to his corner. Let's see what Brian's saying.
Well, it's worse for him. He just spent the whole round on his back. All right. Same thing. We're going to long punches. and I want you to instigate the takedown. I don't care where this fight is on the ground. You're going to beat him, but we're going to take him down. All right? He's going to try and strike with you. You're going to use your striking to get a hold of him. If it takes 3, 4, 5 attempts, all right? You can tie it. Look, that's 1 round in. Yeah, shake your arms out. Good. 1 more sip of water. You've had a nightmare. Hold on to the fence. Got it? Don't get sloppy.
Brian Adams there with instructions in the corner. Coach and fighter obviously got a long-standing relationship there. They're very, very in tune with each other.
Here we go.
And let's see if Ollie Southern can put those words into practice. Brian Adams said he wanted Southern to instigate the takedowns.
Yeah, Ollie's looking really sharp at the moment. You know, he's coming in sometimes before in other matches he'd come in to start throwing his shots and leave himself open a little bit and he'd get tagged. We haven't really seen that at all. So he's really been working on his weaknesses, you know, for some time by the looks of it.
Trying to get some knees up the centre there was Aaron Laleye. Southern doing a good job of staying very close to him here. Keeping that head right in the pocket between the head and the shoulder, switching to the other side.
Yeah, it goes back to what Brian was telling earlier in his corner in between rounds here. You know, don't engage in a striking battle. Take him to the ground, work from there. And this position at the moment might not be on the ground, but it eliminates a lot of that ability to end up in a striking battle.
Yeah, it's just grinding away at the moment. He'll take his time, he'll be patient, but he's grinding away, looking for the takedown. Laleye needs to kind of spin off if he can.
Both fighters jockeying for position here, up against the cage. Not a massive amount of progress being made, and you hear the referee there, Chris Batchelor, just asking for a little bit more if they want to keep that position. A little bit more leeway being given now in terms of the stalling than the amateur contest, because we've got a little bit more round time. But the referee will not let the fighters just stall out if no progress or attempted progress is being made.
Laleye just, again, unable to get anything going so far in this second round. Very much following the pattern of the first. Southern just, you know, relentless in the manner he's going about his ground game, and yeah, just difficult for Laleye to get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie's all over him at the moment. He got the takedown that he wanted. Laleye will do well to try and use the cage to stand back up again if he can.
And this is going to be so tiring for the fighter on the bottom. He's got all that weight on top of him, disrupts your breathing, and of course he's constantly having to fight off the advances of Ollie Southern.
And of course you've got to watch out for the strikes too. You know, he's not throwing much at the moment, Ollie, but he's in full control.
The referee just asking for a little bit more there. 2 minutes left on the clock, that's a lot of time to play with. Southern looking to step through that guard. Good recovery there for Laleye. Got that single butterfly in. Oh, great work to get the hips out from Laleye and back to his feet. Can he disengage and get off the fence though?
I mean, Ollie's just smothering him at the moment. It's just all over him.
I mean, it's been so effective so far in this fight. You know, there's no reason for him not to continue it. As long as he's keeping himself active, the referee's going to allow this to continue.
Well, there you go. And look, he is trying for the takedowns. I mean, Lalaye's got to try not to, maybe try and hop back up again if he can. Keep his elbow close to the fence. Bring his bottom leg through if he can. A lot easier said than done though, because Ollie's doing a great job of pressuring at the moment.
Final minute of the second round, and it's all one-way traffic thus far for Ollie Southern. He's completely shut down his opponent's game. Looking for a grip on the neck here. Gets turned over though, sorry Sean.
I've got a question for both of you guys though whilst this plays out at the moment. Obviously Ollie's been very dominant in this round, but has he done enough to warrant a 10-8? Or has it just been, you know, for all of his, you know, possession and domination in this round, has there been enough output?
You know, for me, he's not done enough to get a 10-8. I would have needed to have seen some serious submission attempts for it to go that far. You know, he's had a lot of time in top control. He's had the takedowns, but he's not really done any damage. And there's not been any close submission attempts to the point where you say, you know, that fight was almost in danger of being stopped there. So I think it's a solid 10-9 round, about as solid as you're going to see with that type of action. But I don't think this is by any means a closed story yet.
Yep, what Bradley said. I agree. I agree 100%. I've got nothing to say now. He's used everything.
It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, the question now we've got to ask, guys, is what does Aaron Laleye need to do to get back into this fight? You know, for my money, if he gets trapped on the fence again, that's going to be game over. He does not want to get his back stuck on that cage. But what does he need to do offensively to put some points on the board?
Well, I mean, he's just been smothered. He must be really frustrated. I can imagine how frustrated he is because, you know, he hasn't had the range to be able to strike. Ollie just gets in on him, gets him up against the fence, takes him down. You know, he gets up, he gets taken down again. So he's being smothered. He's just got to try and avoid being taken down in this round and you know, throw his shots. I think that's really all he can.
He's got to take the risk at this stage. You know, he's not winning this fight without finishing it. You know, he may well end up losing it anyway if he takes the risk, but there is no other option now. He can see it out, but there's just not going to be able to do enough in this round because of the two previous rounds for me.
Southern coming out with some strikes of his own there, but using them again to set up the entry. Good balance there.
And he gets it.
And this is not how Aaron Laleye needed to start this round.
No, and he doesn't have the cage to help him. And now Ollie's up against the cage.
Let's get it back to the mat.
Let's see what Laleye can do from this position now, because he hasn't really been here much in this fight at all.
Let's get back to the mat.
And you see Ollie just reverses it.
Yeah, he's not winning this clinch battle at all. He's going to have to pull something out of the hat soon.
The other problem is we're mentioning Laleye possibly trying to do something to win this fight, but the two previous rounds have just been Ollie smothering him. We don't know just how much energy Laleye has left in the tank. Probably not that much. You mentioned how much that will have taken out of him, and it's, you know, such a difficult and awkward situation he's in right now. He's searching for energy in the gas tank that's just not there.
Yeah, got to be running on fumes, and mentally as well. It's incredibly draining having someone just wear on you and grind on you and not being able to move them, and, you know, seemingly being taken down at will here. It's got to take a lot out of a fighter mentally.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, he's just had no success really with anything. He's had a few moments where he's been able to reverse positions, but, you know, this has been the story of the fight really. He's just, I mean, again, you know, he might try and get up again. I'm pretty sure Ollie's going to try and take him down again. It looks like Lalaye's got a Kimura position underneath.
Yeah, he's got that Kimura grip.
Yeah, I think Ollie's doing a good job of keeping his shin on. Yeah, he kept his shin on the arm to stop it from going up.
You have to admire Southern. Come out here and after a year layoff from competing in the cage, and so far he's looked fantastic. You know, he doesn't look like he's missed a beat, and just such a dominant performance for the most part.
Yeah, he just looks like he's grown as a fighter. You know, he does have some weaknesses, but he seems to have really worked on them. You know, he looks like a renewed, refreshed fighter to me.
Yes, perhaps not the prettiest display, but it's certainly one of the more effective displays we've seen all night. completely shutting his opponent down.
Yeah, and Laleye now on top for the first time. Ollie's doing a good job there of trapping up. This really helps to stop any strikes from coming in. Position, control position.
Shake your shoulders in, that's it. Laleye, you got to
Southern
stand,
completely
bro. Stand
neutralising
up,
his opponent here.
Laleye, you have to stand. Laleye, you have to stand up now, bro. You've got to stand and wait some shots.
Corner of Aaron Laleye, begging him, imploring with him to get back to his feet. Of course, easier said than done.
And we only have a minute left as well.
Well, Southern looking to get those legs working up around the head and arm of his opponent.
You've got to shake your shoulders in, don't
Southern's
delay.
experienced enough at this stage as well to know, don't take chances. I'm going to win this fight. See it out, be sensible. There is no need. I've been so dominant in the previous 2 rounds. Again, this has been another relatively successful round for himself. Laleye is the one searching the victory. He can hold this position for a while and just see the bout out. There's only 30 seconds remaining or so.
Yeah, not a massive amount of time for Aaron Laleye to do anything here. And the pressing concern is the fact that he's almost trapped in a triangle here from Ollie Southern. He's got to deal with that, find a way back to the feet and then pull something out of the bag, and it may just be too much of an ask at this stage. And the referee stands them up. Oh, big overhand shot. Oh, the head kick.
Wow.
Well, we said he might need to pull something out of the hat. He certainly tried.
Where was that though? The rest of the fight. That's my only problem. Like, there was some danger there. His corner was baying him on to do, to stand up for the last minute and a half. There just wasn't enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough because he didn't. The moments when he did have a chance to stand up, Ollie was just on him. He was just on him. He just couldn't get anything off. And Ollie's striking was good too. It wasn't that he was just trying to get takedowns all the time. His striking was improved as well. So, yeah, definite improvement from Ollie Southern. Should be proud of that. Very good indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored about 30-26, 30-27, and 29-28. All 3 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Ollie Southern.